Howdy folks, Scott Grove here, GroovyMusicLessons.com, Dr. Groovy. This here is kind of a throwback because a lot of people won't go back and check out the old lessons. And my choice of musical preference shouldn't matter here, which is just, you know, the older country the better for me. But when, again, I notice a lot of this when I'm teaching the Skype lessons these days, that people who prefer different genres and so forth are really thrown by bends. Certain ones really confuse them. And I'm going to throw in some typical bends and really quick stuff. It's not going to be a long lesson, 15 minutes. Some stuff that's new for, I'm sure, anybody that plays anything other than country. But it's good to learn all of them, just like it's good to learn all of your notes on your fingerboard past the 2nd fret, which I have also come to learn that probably all but 2 of my students don't know any of the names of any of the notes past the 2nd fret, yet they've been playing for 20 years or something. Go figure, man. Hey. So, anyway, down here, guitar bends. Okay, I've got my bendy guitar right here. Salvador Dali, he designed my Strat and put it out in the sun for a few hours out here in the Nevada desert many moons ago, and came up with this mess. That's right. My Bender Distortocaster. It's a beautiful thing. So you'll love it. Okay, bends. Now, my favorite ones are the ones that bend downward. You're thinking, huh? But the rock players use it too. I know you do, because you're doing it like saying stuff like this. Right? And that's bending it down. Right? Okay, so why should that confuse everybody? I honestly don't know. But when it comes to something as simple, I'll go ahead and stay in C for now, I guess. It's on the screen. Clean sounds. Okay, those are upward bends. And let's just get a couple of those, and I'll start bending downwards. Let me get in here where you guys can actually see what is going on. Okay, now here I am in C. For the people who don't know their notes, that would be at the 9th fret, and then 8th fret. Okay, we're going to take the 8th fret, G string, and push it up a whole step. So you're actually just getting that. So that's the same as... Let them all ring. Very typical bend. Yes, it's very, very useful for the rock stuff as well. Again, we are going to bend upward for a little bit in the same little triad here. A cool thing is to bend all 3 strings. No, not at the same time. I will get into that kind of thing in a little bit. But you are here on C. Okay, so I simply just took what we were doing and went to the first note on the E string, full bend. Then I took the next 2 notes, did not put down the finger on the G string yet. I'm playing the high E string by itself. And then I add the B string and I bend the B string up a full step. And then at the end of that, if you want, or you can, well, put it this way, you could just add that G I showed you. Pre-bends, or when you start with a note up. Very cool sounding stuff. Very useful in every genre as well. Yep, sounds like crying whales. Okay, so that kind of stuff is very cool, as is in C again, just because we're here. That just freaked people out when it's very basic, and it's upward bending. But just to have, okay, say, you know, play all the notes, but do them different ways. Go to the third, go to the sus2 and all that, and nobody understands it yet. The very basics of guitar playing, when they can already do all kinds of Van Halen stuff, but they couldn't name any of the notes they're playing. It's odd, but please go learn your notes. Please, 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 folks. So... I'm starting to do the downward bends because to look cool? No, because you can't bend them up. There's no room left on your fingerboard to do so. So if we're in C at the 5th fret, you get up to the B string, they're all 5s. That's a whole step bend on the D string downward. So I'm going to finish up a C scale. That's a 5th to a 6th, back to a 5th. Very cool sounding stuff in my genre for sure. Other bendy things that people kind of freak on, again in C. We all probably know this. We're at 5-5-5, B string 6, now we're going to go G string 7. We're going up a whole step, so you finally end up B string 8, G string 9. Easiest way to make this sound cool is to bend both the B and the G strings simultaneously in perfect unison without giving them any chance to spread apart. Okay, what's going to happen is it's going to go, but very smooth. Okay, and same thing. Okay. More cool stuff way back in the old thing. So go back 8 or 10 years, learn some of this cool stuff. There's a lot to be found on the website too, groovymusiclessons.com. Same thing with C here. Okay, so you're at, let's go from naming the G string and then the E string. So you're at 9 and 8, no B strings at all. Okay, so it's in C. So again, 9, skip the B altogether. It will not be used. 9 and 8. 10 and 10. 12 and 12. Okay, so we're going to go and just simply bending up the G string a whole step, meaning 2 frets. A lot of people don't know what steps are. Half step is 1 fret. Full step is 2 frets. Okay, so cool stuff there. Now, downward bending, downward, downward, downward. Great lick I taught 10 years ago, my very first lesson that I put out there. This is simply a resolve from a 5 to a 1. If you guys don't know what that is, you still have more work to do. 1 chord being the root, a 4 being the 4 chord, meaning the 4th in the scale, and a 5, which I'm in now. I'm going to be in the key of A, A being your 1 chord, D being your 4, E being your 5. But I'm actually going to be doing 5, 4, 3 minor, 2 minor, 1. So major, major, minor, minor, major. Okay? So E, D, C sharp minor, B minor, A. Very grade school stuff. But we are going to add the G string bending downwards while holding a chord. Okay, so we're going to go to the E, which is just an octave above a regular E. So we're going to 14, 14, 13, starting on the A string. 14, 14, 13. But I want that, which is the 3rd, which also happens to be on your 3rd string, your G string, at the 13th fret. I want you to take it back to the 11th, bend it downwards, so it becomes, while holding these 2 fingers here at the 14. You can even add in a nice B string at the 12th. And to do the rest of it. And again, that's just something that takes a little bit of practice, but it's great for you guys to know because it is useful again in every genre. You might find some very cool things. I'll give you another little example at the end that'll be cool for you to work on. So if I was to actually do major, major, minor, minor, and then back to the 1, so I'm going 5, 4, 3 minor, 2 minor, 1 major. Okay, so here it is. Now I'm sure you guys have played that note many times. Okay, so it's just basic intros or refreshers or what have you on bends. The easiest way to get started on bends, if you don't know any at all, are to take bar chords. Let's go up to the C again, just since it's on here, as a full bar chord, and take each note okay, and you find out which ones are full steps. In the scale, and actually bend them from one to the other. So here's the first one. Half step. And then to make sure you're dead on correct, start with your pre-bends and go back a little bit and try them with different fingers and start with it bent to make sure you can feel the exact tension. Okay, so things like that would be cool. Okay, so that was just a quickie. Everybody enjoys a quickie every now and then. Oh, I know I do. Oh, zoom out, Scotty. Zoom out. Okay. Once again, Dr. Groovy here. Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. Hey, go underwater, get the bends, enjoy yourself. Hope you enjoyed the quickie lesson. And I got to get to the Skype lessons now. So I do have some Monday lessons open now if anybody needs any. Just give me a shout. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Happy bending. Bye.